In the previous video, we looked at some examples of finding the pressure, force, and area. Now we are going to look specifically at how the brake system in a vehicle works. When the driver pushes on the brake pedal, the force is applied to the input rod of the master cylinder. The pressure in the master cylinder is transmitted throughout the fluid since the pressure stays constant in a closed system. The fluid then pushes on the piston in the caliper of disc brakes and on the wheel cylinder of drum brakes. This exerts a force on the brake pad or shoes. This force causes the piston to move out towards the rotor, pinching it, which causes your vehicle to stop. With drum brakes, the wheel cylinder is actually a dual piston. When you release the brake pedal, this releases the pressure on the pistons. A spring pulls the brake shoes away from the brake drum, which allows the wheel to turn freely again. When you push the brake, each piston will expand on each side of a drum brake, which basically pivots around the bottom or the hinge, so they push out on the top. This means all of the wear of a drum brake is on the top. A small amount of force is exerted by your foot is converted into a large amount of force applied to a disc rotor or brake drum to stop your vehicle. There are several force boosters in a brake system. The brake pedal itself is a second-class lever, which we talked about in Unit 5. We can find the mechanical advantage of the brake pedal by taking the distance from your foot to the fulcrum divided by the distance from the rod to the fulcrum. A vacuum power brake booster may also apply a force to the input rod of the master cylinder. A vacuum power brake booster uses engine vacuum to assist in pressing the brake pedal. It hooks up to the intake manifold of a car and requires less force to press the cylinder. Basically, the engine is helping you do the work on the master cylinder when you press it. Remember, the areas of the output caliper pistons and wheel cylinders are larger than the area of the input piston in the master cylinder, so the output force will be greater. In the next video, we will take a look at some calculations related to brake systems.